OMG, welcome back to my channel. So excited that you are here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's Jody Dunn coming at you with another weekly video, and I'm in the basement again. As you can see, it's kind of a mess. Not anything like what we did before. I think I'm going to insert a clip of my very first basement declutter in this unfinished part of my basement. But we're going to be doing some decluttering today. And I don't know, I'm down here looking around, potentially reworking the space. And anyways, really my main goal is to get the majority of stuff off of the floor area. I won't be able to get it all off the floor area, but just get rid of some things that, since I have decluttered the basement, it's been like a year. If I haven't used it or haven't thought about it, then I want to get rid of it. So if you are new and you just found me, I am so happy that you are here. Would you please say hello to me and let me know that you are new? Right down there, I would love to welcome you to the channel and say hello back to you. And if you are already subscribed, thanks so much for coming back to another video. I appreciate you. All right, we're gonna get into this basement declutter and organization. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate you so much. Let's get working. All right, it has been almost a year since I did my first basement declutter. So I'm just showing you what I am working with in this basement declutter. And it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad. I mean, it looks pretty bad to me. But it is literally nowhere near as bad as what it was a year ago. If you didn't catch, it was actually 2 videos because it took me 2 full weeks to declutter this back unfinished part of my basement. That's how bad it was. I'll leave those videos linked down in the description box. So doing this part of my basement was one of the ones in the beginning of my decluttering journey. And I did that on purpose because I knew once I started getting into other rooms in my house, there may be things that I found that I didn't want to keep in that room, but wasn't necessarily ready to let go of. And that is exactly what happened, mainly with some bigger, bulkier items like a couple of nightstands that I still haven't decided what I'm going to do, a bookshelf, things like that. So anyways, it's got a little cluttered down here again, and because it's been a year, I wanted to go through and see if there was things that I didn't get rid of the first time that I am now ready to get rid of. So right here is some Christmas houses that I have not used in years, and I really don't see myself using them. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these donated. Well, I say I haven't used them in years, but the truth is I've never, ever used them. My mom gave them to me, I think, the year we moved into this house because she didn't want them anymore. And I think I've held on to them because she gave them to me. And, you know, sometimes there's a little bit of guilt associated with that. But they've been in my basement for 11 years and I'm not going to use them. So it's time to let them go. And as I've been going through my house, room by room, drawer by drawer, area by area, I always let you guys know I declutter in stages. I mean, pretty much I do everything in stages. I just cannot dedicate 2 full days worth of time to doing a project, at least not typically. I am a mom. I have school-age children. I'm a grandmom, which I love being a grandmother. I have 3 daughters, and my oldest daughter, who is 25, has 2 children. So I like to spend as much time with them. If you've been here for a little while, then you know I have a new puppy. It's just not possible for me to dedicate hours upon hours. And so if I have 15 minutes, I go work for 15 minutes. If I do have an actual full hour, I go work for a full hour. But I do these in stages. The first time, like I said, that I decluttered this back part of my basement, it took me 2 full weeks using the chunks of time that I had. This one, I think I'm going to be able to get done
for sure in a week, but I think probably 3 days is what I'm kind of giving myself for this. But decluttering is a process, and there is no right or wrong way to do it. So if it works for you to do it the way I do it, that's great. If it doesn't, if you have to get it all done at once, that's great as well. And if you didn't know, I am an extreme couponer. I have a couponing channel that I have linked down in the description box where I teach people how to save all kinds of money. And this back area, well, my basement houses a majority of my stockpile, which I have a really large stockpile, and it is so incredible. I mean, this whole laundry wall and cleaning wall, I just absolutely adore. I can remember the days of going and just trying to find the cheapest laundry detergent possible because we were on such a strict budget. Now I coupon and I get the most expensive laundry detergent possible. Well, the kind I prefer, which is Tide. And I don't pay for it because I know how to coupon and get my laundry for free. When you're a newer couponer, you don't usually get things for free, but man, you can save 50 to 70%, of which is awesome. So I'm doing some rearranging of my stockpile right now. And I've talked about this before, but I will tell you, one of the things that I love most about having a stockpile, not only does it provide for us and our needs, but obviously I have way more than we could ever go through. I mean, if I didn't coupon for 2 years, I wouldn't run out of laundry detergent. It's being able to give back and just supply people that need things, or extended family. For instance, my mom stopped over today and she's like, she's just recently started asking me for things. I keep telling her, Mom, please do not be going to the store and spending money on things I coupon for. When I get it for free, I don't want you spending your money. And she's like, do you have any palm olive? So she comes, I'm like, just come downstairs. Yes, I have palm olive. So I'm like, which kind do you want? I got all these kinds, which a bunch of my cleaning supplies were over on the other side of the basement. I'm going to try to move everything over to this side. So she's like, well, I like this kind. And I'm like, okay, here you go. I have 3. Go ahead and take them all. And then she's like looking around. She's like, oh, I need this. And I'm like, go ahead and take it. And then she's like, oh, do you have any of these? And I'm like, yes. I sent her home with 2 bags full of stuff. And it just makes me feel great because I don't want her spending her money buying these things when I can get them for so cheap or free. And over Christmas, I had somebody ask me, I hosted Christmas, and I had somebody ask me if I had any black eyeshadow, I think it was. And so I brought up my whole bin of black eyeshadow, and I have some nieces that are teenagers. One of them is away at school, at college. And they were all like swarmed around. I'm like, well, I have more than eyeshadow. Let me go grab the rest. They were absolutely loving it. And then I had her come downstairs, the college student come downstairs, and I'm like, listen, I know you are a college student and you don't make a lot of money. So just go through and figure out what you need. Do you need body wash? Do you need hair care? I think she took 4 bags of stuff, and she was so incredibly grateful. She was like, thank you so much. This helps so much. Thank you so much. And that just warms my heart so much. And I said, every time you come into town from school, you just call me or you text me and you stop over and you pick up whatever you need. I don't want you spending your money on these kind of things when I have them. So it's just such a blessing to be able to help other people and just to see the pure gratitude in their faces and how much it truly does help. Okay, my time is up for right now, and this is what I have for donation. I'm just going to go ahead and pack the car up right now and get these out of my house and go donate them because I like to get things out as quick as possible because it gives me an area that is not as cluttered to work in, and I feel like I can be more productive. If I leave a big pile, I took a lot of stuff to donation doing this basement declutter, and if I would have left that big pile in the center of the room, it just kind of overwhelms me. So I got that stuff out and got it donated. So because I've cleared some space on these shelves, like I said, I'm going to try to move all of the cleaning supplies over here to keep everything together. Plus those shelves over there, there's a lot of vertical space I could be utilizing with storage bins where the storage bins only certain sizes fit into these shelves over here. So see, I have so much height over here. I could stack two on top of each other and it was just kind of wasted space. But that's just where I had to keep it for the time being because I didn't have space over on the other side because there were just things I wasn't ready to let go of. But I feel like the more you declutter, the easier it gets as far as letting go of things. So don't feel bad if you're not ready to let go of things. I've had some people comment before, things like, it took me 3 times to declutter this one room and I regret not letting things go before. Don't ever hold on to regrets. You let go of whatever you're able to let go of at the time you declutter. And then come back in 6 months or a year and see if there are more things that you want to let go of. Decluttering can be very, very overwhelming, and it can be very mentally draining and physically draining. So don't push yourself to do more than you're ready to do. At least for me, that's when I'll give up. So I don't regret anything at all. This has been an awesome journey for me. It's taught me a lot. It's given me back my sanity. It's given me back my peace. I'm absolutely in love with my house again. And I'm going to continue on decluttering. So those 2 bins, the green and the red one that you just saw, are new. And those are Christmas decorations that I bought this year because that's one thing you guys have never seen me declutter is decor because I didn't really have any. So my plan is I'm going to try to move all of my decor over to this side on these shelves that can hold the bigger bins. Look at that sign Donna Jean made me for my Christmas wreaths. So I'll know what's in that garbage bag. And as of right now, I have Christmas decor, and I have a little bit of fall decor, and that's all the decor I have. So I did make sure during this declutter that I created some space because I rather enjoy decorating. Oh, I have really found a passion with it. I love it so, so much. I cannot believe I never did it before. So I'll definitely be buying some spring decor, probably some summer decor, and I'm super, super excited about it, but I want to make sure that I have a space to house it for when I change out the seasons. As I was moving all of my disinfectant wipes over, it reminded me, oh my gosh. So I had coupon for a long time before, and then I stopped for a while, and I started couponing again in January of 2020. And when you are a brand new couponer, I wasn't brand new, but I was newer to couponing. Oh, look at this. I found a whole nother bin full of those houses. I gotta donate these. I thought I had grabbed them all, but apparently I missed one. Anyways, it's so very easy. I know couponing is not available in other countries, not the way it is in the United States. But anyways, it's like so easy. Every single week we can get free oral care. So toothpaste, hair care. A lot of times we can get free body wash and things like that. And I was just super excited when I started to get the things, that I could get for really, really cheap or even free. And then the crap hit the fan in March when the pandemic came, and I was kicking myself. I literally had 2 things of disinfectant wipes. I had no other stockpile of cleaning supplies, just like 1 or 2 that I had upstairs that I used regularly for cleaning, and you couldn't find them. Like, you could not find cleaning supplies at any store once the pandemic hit. So once they started coming back in stock at stores, it definitely changed my focus. Although I might not always get cleaning supplies totally for free, if I can get them super cheap, I stock up. Actually, this week, Well, you're seeing this on Tuesday, so it was the following week. I got 15 tubs of Clorox disinfectant wipes and a big box of Glad trash bags for $3 dang. No way I was passing that up. Because even if I have more than we'll go through or more than I'll give my oldest daughter or my mom, I love to donate those items. My local church is always looking for cleaning supplies, and a women's shelter I donate to. So $3 for 15 things of Clorox disinfectant wipes and a thing of trash cans. Yes, please. Okay, I meant to take care of these in my first basement declutter. These are 2 folding chairs that are totally broken. And I don't know, I didn't take care of them. So I'm setting them over here. And I also have this broken fan down here. Why we leave broken things just sitting in the basement, I don't know. But I'm going to put those out to the trash this week to get them out of the basement. And that big blue storage tub that you see up there, it's totally empty. It's been empty for a while. So I'm just going to keep that down here. And that can start housing any decor that I start buying. And when I'm switching out my decor, I can put it in there and I won't have to buy a storage bin for it. And especially since it's not clear, I'll label it. Even my clear bins, I like to label. So that way it's just easy to look at and know what is in that bin. It just makes it way easier to find things. And stuff I thought I was going to keep on the other side, I decided to move over to this side, again, to clear up a little bit more space so I can move all of the cleaning supplies that I had by the door over to these shelves. So I would love to hear anything you are working on. I always love it when you guys share what projects you're working on in your house. It always gets me so excited for you. So definitely feel free to share down in the comments if you would like to. So a little bit about my week. So not only was I working on this project to get all of this, well, at least most of it decluttered. Friday night, Grayson had EJ's second birthday party. That's my grandson. I'm going to pop the cutest picture of him up here. It's not from his birthday party. I was over there one day babysitting, and he was sitting in a chair, and I was running my fingers through his hair. He has the most beautiful curly hair, and it kind of gets like, it just gets really like frizzy when you brush it and stuff. If you have curly hair, I have curly hair. I can't brush my hair because it makes it frizzy. And Grayson was like, what the heck are you doing to his hair? It looks so cute. But anyways, before I finish my story, look at all this. I meant to take care of this in the last basement declutter, but I spent 2 weeks down in this basement in this dark area, and I was over it. So I'm finishing it now. These are back from the days that we used to host poker parties and people would bring over their own drinks, and a bunch of bottles are still down here and some dang full cans that are way expired that I have to empty. So anyways, we're driving home on Friday night after his birthday party, and I was like, why is there water all in front of my house? Like, on the curb, and it was only our house. And I was like, that is so weird. But it was like 8:00 before I got home on Friday. So, or 8:30. So it was dark and I didn't really think too much of it. And then Saturday morning, a nice neighbor knocked on our door to say, hey, do you realize your well is spilling water out onto your lawn and it's running all the way down into the road? OMG. And Donna Jean just walked in here to see what I was doing. So we'll have a little quick Donna Jean intermission. She came down to see what I was doing and wanted to know if she could make popcorn. Her dad is upstairs. Why she didn't ask her dad. You know how that goes, moms. That was pretty dusty. So anyways, yeah, our well was spewing water out into the front lawn, going all the way into the road. So that's why Friday night there was water all in front of our house. No idea how long that had been happening, but anyways, I had to call a well guy who came out and, there was a crack in the line or something like that. And so they had to fix it. They had to dig up my yard. It's very costly. OMG. I used to do cash stuffing videos on this channel, but I moved those back over to my couponing channel because it just made more sense. That's really where I talk about saving money. But I have a cash envelope for home expenses. Thank heavens. I didn't have the full entire cost of it, but I had a big chunk of it already saved. Not what I wanted to use it on. I still haven't got my air ducts cleaned out, and I had enough money to get that done, but the well expense took all of that. So now I got to start back over saving. And this was a pile that I had left from my first declutter that I never got to. And OMG, look at this. This is Grayson, who is my 25-year-old. When she was little, oh, I found so many awesome old pictures down here. I actually thought this was a pile of paperwork that I hadn't gone through, but it's actually a whole bunch of awesome pictures. I found some of me and my cousins when we were little at Christmas. I sent out a group text. Everybody absolutely loved seeing that picture. So anyways, I'm going through it now. And the best thing that came out of this pile, oh my goodness. So I told you I have 3 daughters. Grayson is 25. Viv is 14. Donna Jean is 12. Donna Jean often complains because there's not a lot of pictures of her from when she was a baby. And when she was born, started kind of the age of where we take a lot of pictures on our phone versus taking them with the camera and getting them developed. So I have a lot of pictures of her digitally. I found her newborn hospital baby picture in those pictures. I was so dang happy because she's always like, how come you don't have a picture of me from when I was a newborn like you have of Grayson and Viviana? Oh my gosh, I found it. I was like, see, Donna Jean, I do love you. I do have pictures of you when you were a baby. She was so darn happy to see those pictures, and I'm so glad I found them. All right, now I moved back here to my oral care stockpile, and I'm kind of switching things around because Listerine seems to be the mouthwash that is most preferred by everybody in my family. That's what Grayson always wants. That's what my husband likes to use. And my mom will use whatever, but she prefers the Listerine. She actually took some Listerine when she was over today. But anyways, I'm going to move these kind of front and center. And one question I always get asked whenever I show my stockpile, because people if you're not a couponer, you get very confused. You don't understand why I have so much stuff, which that's all fine and good. I'm not here to try to convince you that you should coupon. But one question that I always get asked is, products have an expiration date, right? All these mouthwashes right here are expiring within the next 6 months, so I'm packing these up and sending these out to donate. If you are a couponer, then you are fully aware that products have an expiration date, and us as couponers know how to rotate our stock so that we're always using up, donating. Some people resell. I will have a stockpile sale usually in the summer where I'll sell my items for super cheap that I'm not going to use and give somebody else a great deal. So we always know how to make sure that things don't expire and that we're rotating through, we're donating, we're using all of that good stuff. And here's another big storage bin I found. It just had a teeny little bit of stuff in it. So now I think I have 3 empty storage bins in my basement that I can use for decor. I'm not going to go crazy, but I definitely will be buying some spring decor since I don't have any. And I just feel happy because those storage bins can be expensive, that I have storage bins to house them in. To just clear out those shelves over there, I had some hand soap that I'm just going to put on this bookshelf right now. This is not going to be its permanent home, but for right now, that's just where I'm going to put it until I figure out what I'm going to do with this bookshelf, if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to donate it. And since I cleared off that bottom shelf over there, I'm going to put that empty storage bin down here. I know the nightstand is kind of blocking it a little, but that's just where I'm going to keep it for right now. I don't want things on the floor on the other side of the basement as much as possible. Certainly not a wood nightstand. If by chance the basement backs up with water, which has happened a couple of times, but not very often, it's usually like when the power goes out and, oh, I opened these. I forgot about these. These have dang paperwork in them. More paperwork. Oh, gosh. Anyways, it's usually when the power goes out and the sump pump stops working, and the basement has never flooded, but sometimes like an inch or two from the wall on the other side will get a teeny little bit of water. So anyways, I just don't want to keep any wood over there in case that happens. So I'm going to keep the nightstands over on this side of the unfinished part of the basement. Okay, these poker tabletops have been back here for so long that I totally forgot I got a dang mini fridge back there. A dang mini fridge that's not plugged in, that we haven't used in years. And I don't want it back there. I was just making sure that it's not plugged in. So we're going to put this out. Oh, and look at it has dang beer in it. It expired in 2013. Oh my gosh. More bottles I have to take back to Kroger for recycling. Anyways, I currently have 3 mini fridges down in my basement. We're going to set this one out by the road and hope that somebody just picks it up and takes it. I got it off of Facebook Marketplace, I think for $20 because we didn't have a second fridge. We just recently got a second fridge that was gifted to us that we have in our garage. And this area is nice and dusty because it hasn't been swept since probably 2012. And my basement gets a lot of dust from the softener and the furnace and things like that being down here. So back behind these 2 shelves, I totally forgot about, is actually a workbench. And anyways, I asked my husband to help me see if we could move this one shelf back against the wall, which will give us a little bit more space. And then see if the one mini fridge that I do want to keep down here will fit next to it. The hub said no, it wasn't going to fit. But I said, let's try it because I'm optimistic. So he's bringing it over. Do you see my shirt? It says hello, hello, hello. A subscriber from my couponing channel sent that to me. Wasn't that the sweetest thing ever?
That's perfect. We gotta pull the cord from the back though.
It fits just perfect, like a glove fit. I am so happy. So this is a way fancier mini fridge that a family member gifted us. So this is the one I want to keep down here for right now. And this was day 2, and I am now done. All right, we got day 2 in the books. All of this stuff is donate. That's an empty box over there. But this stuff is going to donate. I'm going to recycle this. Broken, going out to the garbage this week. And this broken table is going out to the garbage. That broken table is going out to the garbage. And I'm going to put that out to the curb, the fridge, and just hope somebody takes it. So there we go. Day 2. One more day to go. All right, when I finished day 2, Goodwill, who I was sending this stuff to donation, closed. So now I'm just going to pack everything up and get this out of here. Again, the more I can just get out, I don't care if it takes me multiple trips. You may not want to do it that way. But the first trip that I made to Goodwill, my whole trunk was full. And I know all of this stuff is going to fill my trunk up again. So anyways, I'm going to pack this stuff up, get it out of the house. It'll make me feel like there's a clearer space and I can finish up. And I am almost finished and I am so happy. It feels so good to declutter and just clear out a space. It's just a little bit challenging in this back room because it doesn't get a lot of sunlight. And so, it just doesn't make me happy. I like being in areas. I don't mind decluttering. It's a lot of hard work. But when you're stuck in like a dark, dingy area, it just makes it a little bit more depressing, I feel like. So anyways, I'm happy to be almost finished. I tend to be very guarded with things that suck the energy out of me. So again, that's probably another reason why I do all of my projects in multiple time slots over multiple days, because I don't want anything draining me and making me feel blah. I want to continue feeling joy. I'm very cautious about what I consume as far as media goes. If I find a YouTube channel where they complain a lot, I just don't watch them because that tends to drain my energy. So anyways, I'm happy to be almost finished and get out of this back room and spend some time upstairs with seeing the dang sunshine. And another empty bin I cleared out. I have 2 bins that I don't have lids for. So I'm going to keep them for a little bit and see if I can put them to use without having lids. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope it inspired you to maybe declutter an area of your home that's just creating a space that you don't care to be in. Even if you just do a little bit, it makes a big, huge difference. Oh, how does one get in a cleaning mood? You're vacuuming out the couch. Okay, well, thank you. Hi, Clonky. Hi. Who's a I walked upstairs to catch Donna Jean vacuuming out the couch. She's so darn funny. Whenever I'm doing like a project like this, I'll catch her just cleaning. Apparently, it catches on, at least for Donna Jean, not for Viviana. But I always appreciate when she helps out. So I'm going to break down all this recycling, get it upstairs. This is actually day 4. I thought I would finish in 3 days, but I have just a teeny little bit left. On the 4th day, just taking stuff upstairs, getting it out to recycling, getting it out to trash, that kind of thing. I cannot wait to show you the before and afters. Oh my gosh, I created so much space down here. I'm so happy. There was a few things that I found at the end that I'm going to donate. So another trip that I got to make for donation. All right, we got to take our walk down memory lane and see what I started with. When I came into this basement, it was starting to create not being able to get to things that I wanted to get to, and I did need to come down here, and it just really wanted to clear out the space, and I actually ended up just reworking where I have a lot of things. It's not perfect, but based on the first declutter I did to the second declutter, oh my gosh, it is so much better. And I'm so happy with how this space looked now. I wish I could give you an after shot with the dang mini fridge gone, but it's a little too heavy for me, so I gotta wait till my husband comes home today. Trash is getting picked up tomorrow, so we'll get that out and hopefully somebody will pick it up. I have clear walkways all over the whole basement now. I can get to everything very easily. Switched basically all of my cleaning stockpile over to that side. Oh my gosh, it looks so much better. And just to give you a shot of what each shelving area looked like before I went and switched it around. So that was that shelving area, and this is what it looks like now. Basically just rearranged some things from the other side and put it over here. so that instead of this side just kind of being jam-packed with a whole bunch of different things on every shelf, it would just be a little bit more cohesive. It's not, like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but this was what it looked like before I got in here and did my switching and rearranging. And this is what it looks like now. Few things up on the top shelf, but mainly it just holds all of my laundry and cleaning supplies. So it makes it super duper easy, and I feel like I'm utilizing the shelves a little bit better than I was before. And then over here on these shelves where I had basically all the cleaning supplies except for the laundry, and just had a ton of vertical space that wasn't being utilized. Again, that's just where I had to do things at the time until I got the rearranging done. And now this is what they look like. So basically it's all decor over here, a couple of suitcases, and then that empty bin down at the bottom. So in total, I think I had one garbage bag full of just actual garbage. And I'm just giving you a view from the other side so you can see all of the open space. 2 huge trunkfuls that went to Goodwill for donation, and then got some of those bulky items that were broken out. So happy. Again, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I'm going to see you again next week for another video. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet. I'm kind of decluttered out. I might do some more decluttering. I don't know yet. But I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm going to see you again soon. Bye!